Hey everybody, this is Josh. I'm here with Eric, better known as Doa. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Oh, I'm so good.
Good.
We're here at MLG Columbus 2011. It is Championship Sunday, and behind us, right through those doors, some epic craziness is going on. We got Koreans fighting Idra, and just lots of North American players struggling to really stay in. I think we're down to something like 7 players or less now, so things are really getting heated. We still have 3 Koreans, I believe, in there. Moon and July, I believe, are doing their consolation rounds now, but we still have MMA, Losira, and MC still in good shape. So Doa, obviously, you've been casting for the GSL in Korea. You've seen these guys play quite a bit. What are your thoughts? I'm actually curious to hear your thoughts on the Koreans coming to North America to play against these guys.
Well, I guess my first thought, I mean, I'm like definitely into the Korean scene, understandably. I know a lot of these guys and everything like that, so I want them to do well. But, I also kind of was hoping we'd have some more, Western players a little bit higher up in the tournament right now, and I think we will. I think it's going to turn out like that. But they're doing extremely well, obviously. I was kind of expecting it to be kind of July and MMA to be the 2 guys that really, really did well in the tournament. And so I'm a bit surprised that July is out.
Well, Moon struck the killing blow on July.
I know. Moon has been playing so well this weekend. I'm shocked, man. I mean, because... okay, so Moon's good, right?
He was the lowest rated of the invites.
Yeah, he's good, but out of all those 5 guys, I was expecting him, do okay, but get out relatively early. But yeah, he's played really well this weekend.
Yeah, somewhere around the top 10. And I kind of skipped over this by introducing you, saying that you've been doing some GSL casting. But let's tell everybody on Complexity Insider or AskJoshy who may not know who you are. Just let us know who you are.
Sure. Well, my name's Eric Lonnquist. I go by Doa as an ID, and I commentate Code A for the GSL, as well as a couple other things for them too, and just generally enjoy casting. I'm back in America for a while, hopefully going back to Korea very soon, but we'll wait and see how that all works out. But yeah, I guess that's basically it.
Okay, so I'm a little more familiar with it because I was in there as well, but let's talk about how you actually ended up becoming a caster for Code A, because obviously you're not Korean, you're not...
No.
you had to do something to get over there, so...
Well, the GSL definitely wants to engage the foreign audience, so they've got, their English broadcast for the GSL, and basically they had an application process on their website where they had you send in like a YouTube link to one of your commentaries, and so that's what I did. I said, here's my stuff, here's kind of what I've done so far. And I didn't expect to hear anything back. I really did not ever expect to hear back. And about 3 months later, I got an email from John the Translator, who is one of the people who works at Gom TV. And said he wants me to come out and cast the GSL. And so I immediately quit my job and flew out there.
What were you doing before that?
I was actually in the upper tiers of tech support for Verizon.
So you still have the resume available in case Gom TV doesn't work out.
Right. That was a fun job too. I absolutely loved it there. I mean, it was like everything was like a little puzzle you had to fix. So I don't know. I was like the Dr. House of cell phone tech support.
Dr. House of cell phone tech support. You heard it here first, folks. But
that's right. But I enjoy casting StarCraft too a little bit more, I got to say.
Yeah. So, all right, you said you didn't think you would be selected.
No.
I mean, I'm not sure who applied. Like, I really thought, because I didn't apply at all because I didn't really want to live in Korea. I would love to visit for a couple of weeks, but it is a large change. I was pretty comfortable where I was, but I was just struggling to come up with names of people who would be able to go and do all that stuff. And we ended up Kelly Milky's, yourself, Mole Trap, and now Wolf from FXO. Yep. All you guys have been selected to do some casting in Code A. And after I saw you guys up there, after I saw Doa and Kelly Milky's, I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. But I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll be able to do that.
I'll put a good word for you.
Awesome.
I'll be like, there's this guy back in the U.S.
If there's some 2-week like super tournament or something, I'd love to just pop over there and try it out. But I lived in Australia for a little while.
Really?
It was scary even there. So I'm not sure how I'd function. But
there aren't as many poisonous animals in Korea. That's like one of the nice things.
Less poisonous animals. Well, what other sort of perils are there living in Korea?
Well, I mean, I'd say the biggest peril in Korea is probably being hit by a car.
Okay.
It's not like it's really dangerous to be a pedestrian, but it's like it wouldn't be a normal day in Korea if you weren't like almost hit 3 times. But it's kind of like Dinotopia, where there's like people and cars coexist in sort of the same plane. where kind of like people and dinosaurs coexisted in the same thing.
That's a perfect analogy. And
there's my
what would you
Dinotopia
expect from a
analogy.
GOM TV caster? But that's a very strange analogy. So we've come
it's
to
in the
expect
job
them.
description, man. Like, you must make strange analogies as much as possible.
Maybe I won't be able to cast then. I don't know if I can do those out of the blue.
We could teach you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
it's easy.
It's trainable. All right, excellent. But have you enjoyed casting with Mole Trap specifically? You guys have become Doa Trap or MOA or all these other strange combinations.
Yeah, Mr. Che, the director of esports at GOM TV, is here this weekend. When we found out Mole Trap was coming up to me, walked up to me, and he was like, "They're already calling you Doa Trap," and I'm like, "Oh boy!" But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Mole Trap was great to cast with. He just has this huge, extensive Brood War knowledge, which is really, really cool to have, because I did play a lot of Brood War, but I didn't really follow the pro scene quite as much, you know.
I understand.
So it was great to have that as well. And I mean, it's just a fun guy to hang out with. I mean, he and I would go, grab dinner or something after the cast every night, and we live together obviously too. So yeah, it was just a really fun guy to hang out with and cast with, for sure.
All right, and are you staying in the GOM TV Foreigner House still, or you're back here? You're in America. You said you're
I'm here
go
now.
back,
Yeah.
Are you going to go back, or is that sort of in the works? Or
I do plan on going back.
Okay.
As for when that is, I don't know for sure.
Okay.
You'll have to stay posted, and I will too. I'm eager to find out myself.
Yeah. Well, the Foreigner House, I don't know. I just want to learn more about it.
Sure.
Because you did live there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's, well, first of all, who are some of the guys that you actually stayed with there, and what's the sort of day-to-day life?
It's
when you're not casting, sorry.
Well, the people who I was staying with when I first got there, it was Torch, and then the French player Karn, and then the Korean caster Gisato. He used to do a lot of streaming for Brood War and things like that, and StarCraft too. And he also cast for the GSL. And then when I first got there, VT Spades was there, and Lanier, one of their managers, was there as well. And there was a Zerg player named Oak too, who has since kind of dropped off the face of the earth. We don't know where he went, but hopefully he's
fine.
Hopefully he's doing well. Yes, that's right.
You didn't lose him in Korea, did you?
Korea's a very safe place.
Okay.
I don't know. I think he was playing poker or something now, but who knows. But yeah, then so it was just us for a while. Then all the World Championship guys showed up, and that was tons of fun, man. I mean, you had like Maro and Whiterun, Damaga and Sen and all those guys. And those guys are really fun to hang out with. Of course, like TT1 and Moonglade, of course, was already there. He was actually living there for quite a while too. But yeah, just all those guys were tons of fun to hang out with. But our day-to-day was basically wake up around, I don't know, noon, 1 o'clock, 2-ish. And then if I was casting that day, I would do some research about the matches and things like that. And then I would, go do the cast and then come back home and usually eat and like watch VODs and stuff. And if it was a day I wasn't casting, I would usually play a lot.
All right.
And try to, get better.
Did you get
at the
some
game,
tips from the guys?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Maro and I sat right next to each other during the World Championships. He taught me a lot about Zerg. I've actually been playing Zerg since then, so
nice.
He had a bit of an influence on me, yeah, absolutely. But
excellent.
Yeah, it's really cool to get all the tips from those guys, for sure.
All right, well, do you have any predictions here for MLG, since we're getting down to the wire, basically?
Oh, man, I don't know. I just saw, like, Lasir and MMA walk by in the back, and, I mean, either of those guys could do it. I mean, they're so good anyway. MMA, I mean, he hasn't really had a lot of success in 1v1 up until, he had a lot of success in team leagues, but not a lot of success in, like, the actual GSL and Code A. He didn't make it in Code S and all that, but he's killing it here, so I could see him winning it. Lasir is also very, very strong. Moon, he's been doing well, but I still feel like he's out now, isn't he?
He's in consolation.
He just got beaten by MC, never mind. Yep. So MC, I guess, could come back, but I've got a feeling Idra's probably going to beat him. Or actually,
I really want MC to win. I'm like not even shy about it. I want MC to kill everybody and then like do some sort of dance on stage or something.
He will. He loves that stuff, man.
I want to see it myself.
He's a good guy, but he loves the crowd reactions, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Naniwa's still in it. Can't count him out. I mean, he's still so good.
Yeah, he's reigning champion here at MLG.
So I mean, really anybody has a chance. That's the thing. This is so close. I've never seen an MLG where it's been so close. So I don't know.
All right. Well, I hope no matter who wins, we get to see some great games. Obviously, you guys at home watching the stream, I hope you enjoy it as well. So thank you very much to Eric, Doa, for doing this interview. Is there anyone else you'd like to shout out or mention before we call it an interview?
Definitely shout out to my lovely wife. Mwah. Love you, honey. And because she lets me come to things like this. How awesome of a wife is that?
Well, if she really loved you, she'd come too. No, I'm just kidding.
That's true. If she really loved me, she'd get into StarCraft too, like I am. But you can't expect everything from her. So
I'm just kidding. Don't be mad at me, Mrs. Doa. Okay.
she'll be fine. I'll show her this interview now, and I'll be like, wait till he says at the end. But also, huge thanks to GOM TV for giving me such a huge opportunity to go out to Korea and cast Code. Really helped me. I mean, as a caster, career-wise too, it's just fantastic. I mean, thanks to all those guys out there. Thanks to Torch for showing me the ropes in Korea.
Nice.
Kind of taking care of me. He's like the foreigner babysitter over there. So, and he's like July's babysitter this weekend. So.
Yeah, him and Rachel just acting like his parents.
We'll call those guys Startail Babysitter from now on or something.
Nice.
But yeah, and thanks to the players too. I mean, the players are the ones who give us all these great games to talk about. We'd be sitting at home, probably playing a different video game if it wasn't for all these guys. So huge thanks to them too. And yeah, I guess that's about it.
All right. Well, thank you very much once again.
No problem. My pleasure.
See you inside.
Yeah.